Salve a tutti ragazzi, benvenuti in un nuovo episodio di Agatha Christie Assassinio sull'Orient Express. Nello scorso episodio siamo andati un po' avanti con la nostra indagine e adesso dobbiamo interrogare un po' di persone. Dobbiamo interrogare chi non ha l'alibi, i sospettati in cui il nome inizia per H e interroga le persone di cui non sai il nome, che sono il dottor Constantin e la contessa Andrei. Allora, vediamo dove dovrebbero essere sia uno che l'altro. Allora, guardiamo. Allora, lui dovrebbe essere la stanza 101. E 205. Andiamo e vediamo la stanza che ci capita prima. 101 e 205.
Monsieur Foscarelli, I would like to ask you a few questions, if you allow me.
Ah, Signore Poirot, is it? I was wondering when you'd get around to me. Unfortunately, you find me on a mission of mercy.
Hello, Monsieur Poirot. Sorry, we have a small problem. The orange juicer has broken down and I can't fix it. Mr. Foscarelli has kindly offered to help me.
It isn't a car engine, but I am doing my best.
Even with the two of us, we can't manage.
Let me guess, you call upon Poirot to help.
I'd be happy to answer your questions when we finished.
Devo farlo subito? No. Quindi prima andiamo alla 101 e poi alla 205. Prima sono curioso di vedere. Allora, andiamo avanti. Non so chi sia. Allora, qui abbiamo la 205, perfetto.
Monsieur, I am Hercule.
I know who you are, Monsieur Poirot. What do you want?
Answers to a simple question or two.
All right, but quickly. My wife is quite ill. I would like to stay by her side.
I promise. First of all, I imagine you know about the murder.
Of course. The Countess is terribly distressed.
Your full name?
Rodolphe Adreny.
Your home is?
Budapest.
And how do you come to be aboard the Orient Express?
I am a Hungarian diplomat. My family has represented our homeland since the revolution from the Soviet Union in 1956. I was on my country's business in Istanbul. Business which I cannot discuss.
And your wife often accompanies you on your diplomatic missions?
Yes, and why not? Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Allora, lui è ungherese, ha sui 34 anni ed è un diplomatico.
My little gray cells did not let me
Beh,
down.
era facile, ce l'ha appena detto. Allora, alibi.
Can you tell me how you spent last night?
I was in our compartment with my wife. She went to bed early. I played a video game on my phone. Around 11 o'clock in the evening, my wife woke up and couldn't get back to sleep. She took a sleeping pill. As for me, I went to bed soon after that and slept straight through until morning.
Ok,
Have you ever been to the United States?
I was posted to the Hungarian embassy in Washington for a year.
You knew perhaps the Armstrong family.
Armstrong? Armstrong. It is difficult to recall. One meets so many people.
allora,
It was the kidnapping of a child, a very sad affair. The culprit was the man on this train who called himself Ratchet, the one who was murdered last night.
Indeed. It sounds like justice finally caught up with him.
Thank you for your time. Now, I'd like to speak to your wife, if you don't mind.
It's impossible. As I told you, my wife is very ill. Thank you, and good luck with the investigation.
carino.
Eh bien, The good count does not appear to want me to talk to his wife.
Allora, vediamo cosa è saltato fuori. Qui sono rimasti due perché bene, devo trovare un modo. E come? Intanto andiamo alla 101. No? Dove lo trovo il dottore? Ah, è qua.
So, my friend, have you finished your investigation?
No, but I have managed to solve a few mysteries.
Okay. I stay here to watch this young lady.
Excuse me, Doctor, may I ask you a question?
Anything that can help the investigation, Mr. Poirot.
Allora, il fazzoletto
I
ricamato.
wanted to know what your first name is, Doctor.
My name is Robert. Why?
To find out if the handkerchief embroidered with an H could have been yours.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Poirot. Cloth handkerchiefs are a playground for viruses. I would not touch one.
Ok.
So, my friend.
No.
Okay.
Proviamo ad andare. E poi dopo facciamo stanza per stanza. E cominciando da qua.
Enchanté, mademoiselle. You are Hildegard Schmidt?
I am, jawohl. And you, I know, are Herr Poirot.
Correct. May I ask you for a few minutes of your time to answer a few questions?
With pleasure, but first may I ask for your help?
Why does this not surprise me?
I don't know.
I am at your service, Fraulein.
My mistress, Princess Dragomirov, has asked me to open this traditional Matryoshka doll. There is a trinket inside she must retrieve.
Madame, in my experience, each Russian nesting doll simply pulls apart to reveal the next one inside.
Indeed. Yet try it for yourself.
As you wish.
Ah, you are a gentleman.
Ok, vediamo. No. No. Così. Ok, e una è fatta. E come faccio a sapere? Ok. Non saprei cosa posso mettere qua. A parte che qua c'è... No. come faccio a capire? Non saprei proprio come fare. Allora, rosa, arancione, viola e blu. Proviamo. Rosa. Arancione, viola e blu. Ok. Abbiamo fatto anche questa volta. Perfetto.
The inscription reads, "To my dearest friend."
Oh, thank you very much. This doll reminds her of her youth in Russia. It was very hard under the Soviet regime, but thanks to her strength of will, she rose to be the head of a museum of antiquities in St. Petersburg. Even though she now lives in Berlin, it is said that the Kremlin still fears her.
She must be a formidable woman indeed. You are her maid?
I am her companion. I help her in her daily tasks, and I keep her company.
Ah, forgive me. You will have heard of Ratchet's murder last night.
Yes, of course. Everyone is talking about it.
Can you tell me how you occupied your time last night?
Just after we left Istanbul, I had tea with my roommate, Fräulein Locke. I went to dinner with the princess, and when I returned to my compartment, Fräulein Locke was already asleep. A little later, Herr Michel, the conductor, came to get me because Madame la Princesse needed my help. Her back troubles her. I massaged her for about an hour.
Do you remember the time?
I'm sorry, I do not, mein Herr.
Ok.
Have you lost a handkerchief embroidered with an H, madame?
Oh, no, monsieur.
I thought perhaps since your first name is Hildegard.
It is not mine, I tell you. I could not afford something so nice. I have no idea who it belongs to.
My apologies, I did not mean to alarm you. Thank
Ok.
you for answering my questions, madame.
Ok, anche questo è fatto. Andiamo a fare un giro per le stanze.
Monsieur, if I am to catch this murderer, I will need your help.
My help? I am at your service, Poirot.
You are very protective of your wife, Count Andrény.
Does that surprise you? Her vertigo can be very dangerous.
I believe there are many kinds of vertigo.
If you don't mind, I'd rather talk to a doctor, not a detective. If you'd excuse me.
Ok, possiamo provare qualcos'altro?
I would like to speak to Countess Andrény, please.
As I have already told you, she is in no condition to speak to you.
Monsieur le Comte, I am investigating a murder.
I wish you every success, but my wife is too frail to be questioned.
Ok, questo no. Insistiamo.
Monsieur,
My help?
you are obviously a devoted husband, Count Andrény.
My wife means the world to me. There were questions in Budapest about a Hungarian diplomat. marrying an American woman.
It did not deter you.
I would have given up my position for her. I would think it is universal. Are you married, Mr. Poirot?
No, I fear marriage is not for me. But her condition, is it very grave?
She is suffering a bout of vertigo. You understand? The room spins.
I think Dr. Constantine could help your wife.
There is a doctor on this train? I did not know. Where is this doctor?
I think Dr. Constantine is in the lounge car. If not, perhaps the conductor can tell you where he is.
Very well, I will find him. Thank you very much.
È stato semplice. Possiamo fare anche un giro della camera.
Forgive me for intruding, madame. I am Hercule Poirot.
I know who you are, Mr. Poirot. I overheard you send my husband on a wild goose chase.
Your husband cares for you greatly, madame. I apologize for exploiting that fact. But the situation is urgent, and I need to ask you a few questions.
Apology accepted. I realize you must speak to everyone. This horrendous murder. It's very upsetting.
That is a beautiful music box.
Please don't touch the music box. It's a fragile family heirloom.
Your accent, is it American? Boston, perhaps?
You have a good ear, Mr. Poirot. Yes. Born and raised in what we call the Back Bay.
Are you in the diplomatic service like your husband?
No, not officially. I was still in college when I met Rudy 2 years ago. I keep myself busy handling his scheduling, travel, appointments.
Ah, what is the saying? Behind every great man there is a great woman.
That was the saying. Today one might reverse the sentiment as well, don't you think?
Of course, I stand corrected.
Allora, è americana, 21 anni, disoccupata.
That was easy. A handkerchief embroidered with an H was found at the crime scene. By any chance, does your first name begin with an H?
No, my first name is Elena, with an E.
Ok.
Can you tell me what you did last night?
Well, my husband and I went to dinner. Then we came back here. We went to bed around 10 o'clock. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't, because of the shaking of the train. I suffer from vertigo. I finally took a sleeping pill, and that did the trick.
When did the train's motion prevent you from sleeping?
Between midnight and 2 a.m. I know because I must have looked at my watch about 10 times.
I see.
Confronto. Siamo andati a cena, siamo tornati nel nostro compartimento e siamo andati a letto alle 10. Era fermo il treno.
Come now, Countess. You are not telling me the truth.
Why do you say that?
Il treno era
The
bloccato.
train stopped at 12:30 a.m. due to snow. So there was no shaking of the train. But you told me that it was the shaking that prevented you from sleeping.
I don't know, you're confusing me. My vertigo.
Madame, a man died last night. You can't talk nonsense just because you're sick. You are hiding something from me.
How dare you? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to find my husband.
That was unkind, I know, but my strategy worked. I can now inspect this room in peace.
Veramente? Allora, anelli. Pillole.
These must be the sleeping pills that Countess Andreni took last night.
Non riesco a capire tutto sto casino.
It's closed.
Ok, prima ci vogliono degli indizi.
There seems to be something missing here.
Allora, rosa. Allora, la rosa è il primo. Poi fiore il secondo, cioè foglia il secondo e aquila il terzo. Allora, quello è a posto. Questo. E allora? Perfetto. Manovella. Va qua. Allora, guardiamo un po' come devono essere messi, che mi sa che devo guardarli qua. Tre, due, 3, 2, 3, 1. Allora, 3, 2, 3, 1. Perfetto. Ce l'abbiamo fatta. Un po' a caso, ma...
An engraving written in, I believe, Russian Cyrillic. It looks like a first name.
Con H anche. Per le mie splendide sorelline, signorine Elena e Sonia.
Two young ladies, Helena and Sonia. Helena with an H. It's Countess Andreni with an older girl.
Poirot! Have you no shame?
No.
Monsieur, I am afraid shame is not a very helpful emotion for a detective trying to get at the truth.
What are you doing in our compartment?
I am investigating a murder, Count Andreni.
My wife is ill.
My apologies, monsieur, but your wife seemed in perfect health when she left the room to find you. I do apologize, but I needed to search your compartment.
You will regret this, Poirot.
Please, Count. You aren't going to challenge me to a duel, are you? Countess, I'm afraid I took the liberty of inspecting your little music box.
How dare you?
The message in the medallion was addressed to you and Sonia. Sonia Armstrong, your older sister, the mother of Daisy, the murdered child.
I am a Hungarian diplomat. You have no official standing here. You have no right to search...
No, Rudolph. Let me speak. It's useless to deny what this gentleman says. I am Helena Goldenberg, the sister of Sonia Armstrong, and Daisy was my niece. The music box is a gift from my sister's godmother, a very close friend to my mother. We hid the truth from you when we learned that the man killed last night was the person who destroyed my family. I panicked. I didn't want to be accused.
That is also why you lied about the H in your first name?
Exactly. Your ferreting about looking for the H is obviously part of your investigation.
If I found a handkerchief in Monsieur Ratchet's room embroidered with an H, I might suspect you had been there.
A handkerchief? I don't have any handkerchiefs embroidered with my initial. To be honest, that sounds awfully old-fashioned to me.
I give you my word of honor that last night, Helena never left her compartment. My wife is telling you the truth, Poirot.
I hope so. I'll let you rest.
Ok,
The matter of the H on the handkerchief still needs clearing up. But first I should check the inscription on the back of the medallion.
ok, vediamo. Se si riuscisse a vedere meglio sarebbe molto più semplice. H-A-T-A. H-A-T-A. Quella N lì, non so. Allora, questa è... Vediamo se troviamo quell'altro simbolo là. No.
Natalia. Would it be Natalia Dragomirov? She is the only Russian passenger on the train. In addition, her first name begins with an H in Cyrillic. I'm right again. That
Ok,
me a lot.
benissimo. Parla con la signorina Dragomirov. Dopo ci andiamo nel prossimo episodio. Per il momento è tutto. Grazie a tutti per la visione del video. Ciao ciao.